Welcome to Misty Biology. Let's learn something new. Here in this video, we will solve some previous year questions of ecology which were asked in CSIR NET. So let's start with this first question. Given below are few traits and functions. So here we can see we have two columns. First column has trait and here the second column has function. And here we have to match the above given trait to their most likely function. So first we have to understand these four terms: aposematic, basking, cooperative hunting and song, so that we can easily match with their function. So first let's see aposematic. It is a kind of warning signal which is shown by prey to convey a message to its predator: do not try to eat, I might be poisonous for you. And this message here is important so that the prey can protect itself from the predation. Okay. And aposematic, it consists of sound, coloration, odor, etc. Now second is the basking, and here this basking is the thermoregulatory behavior which is found in birds, reptiles and insects, and this basking helps this organism to raise body temperature. So we can see this basking is related with the thermoregulatory behavior. Now third is the cooperative hunting, and it is when group of animals hunt together to a large prey, then this is called this cooperative hunting, and it has the benefit of increasing the hunting success, right? And the last is song, which is related with the territory defense. So from these four options we can see first aposematic is related with this avoiding predation. So first is with B, and here in these four options we can see third option has first B, and second basking is related with the thermodynamics. So second is D here, and cooperative hunting third is with acquiring food. So third A, and song is related to this territory defense. So we can see the third option is correct. Now next is the prominent mammal species found in four different protected areas are given below. Area A has tiger, wild dog, leopard, elephant. Area B has common langur, barking deer, wild dog, elephant. Area C has tiger, Indian rhinoceros, pygmy hog, wild pig. And area D has black buck, Indian gazelle, hyena, Indian wolf. The area with the greatest phylogenetic diversity is, so here we have to answer out of these four areas which area has maximum phylogenetic diversity. Here the phylogenetic diversity is how distantly related the animals are. Okay, so area A has tiger, and tiger belongs to the family Felidae. Wild dog belongs to the family Canidae. Leopard again belongs to the family Felidae, and elephant belongs to the family Elephantidae. So we can see in this area we have three families. Okay, and in this second area, area B, the common langur has family Ceropithecidae, barking deer has Cervidae, wild dog has Canidae, and elephant has Elephantidae. So these four species have different four families. So we can see maximum variations is present here. And area C has tiger again has Felidae, Indian rhinoceros has Rhinocerotidae, and pygmy hog has Suidae, and wild pig has Suidae. So two species have same family, and total family we can see here only three families are present. And area D has black buck, which has family Bovidae. Indian gazelle has family Bovidae. Again these two species have common family Bovidae. Hyena has family Hyenidae, and Indian wolf has Canidae. So three families again here. So out of these four options we can see the option B, that means the area B has four families. Okay, that means maximum variation we can see in this area B. So option 2 is correct. Now next is, according to Hamilton's rule, altruistic behavior can evolve when RB is more than C. where B is extra benefit gained by the recipient as a result of the altruistic act, and C is the cost to the actor arising from performing the altruistic act, and R is the relatedness between the, and we know here this R is the coefficient of relatedness between donor and the recipient, and here the donor means the individual performing the altruistic act. Okay, so this is one of the easiest question, and out of these four options, option 2 is correct, where this R is the relatedness between the individual performing the altruistic act and recipient. Okay, so second option is correct. Okay, now next is, what is the significance of upwelling zone for marine ecosystem? To understand this, let's first see this point here. The deeper water that rises to the surface during upwelling is rich in nutrient. Okay, that means the water which is present at the bottom, when it comes to the surface, it is rich in nutrient, and these nutrients fertilizes the surface water, which encourages the growth of plant life, including the phytoplankton. Okay, and here this phytoplankton serve as the ultimate source of energy, okay, for these large animal population which are present at higher food chain, okay, providing food for fish, marine mammals, seabirds, etc. So out of these four options, we can see option 2 is correct, where it says it brings nutrient from deeper zones to relatively nutrient poor ocean surface, thus increasing marine productivity. So for the marine production, it is important, this upwelling zone is very important, right? This was the first part of ecology questions. In my next video, I will solve some more questions of ecology. Okay, I hope that was helpful. If you like my video, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.